All right, gender makeup. So in this particular tutorial, we're going to explore face shapes that express the pronouns she, her, hers. So for starters, we're going to go ahead and do our basic correction and foundation. So now, highlights and shadows. So as you go through your research of feminine features, you want to look at brow lines and cheekbones, and jaw lines. So the facial structure is much softer through the brow line and much rounder through the cheekbone and jawline. So I'm gonna go with my shadow, and I'm gonna go ahead and move that temple line from a hard line here to a much more soft and rounded line through here. And then I'll go ahead and blend that down. And the same with the jaw. Instead of doing a hard, sharp line at the jawline, I'm going to do a much more rounded shadow. And go ahead and blend that down. And again at the jawline, instead of doing a hard corner here, you want to make sure to kind of, if you've got a hard corner there, you want to make a much smoother delineation from earlobe to chin so that that is a much rounder shape. Go ahead and blend that downwards. And same on the other side. All right, so then everywhere where you've put your shadow, you're going to want to do highlights. You want to be careful because you want these highlights to be specific. So instead of doing a nice hard ridge at the temple, you want to do something a little bit softer and smoother and rounding that out. Highlight. So I'm going to start at the top of my brow and do a nice round highlight. And again at the cheekbone. And at the jawline again, making sure to really smooth that line from your earlobe down to your chin. And one right down your nose. Sometimes we'll do a little button nose. And then blend your highlights up. I'm going to take a little moment to round out the eye socket. So what that means, I'm going to take a little shadow and put it right at the outside of that eye socket, really describing that circle. And then blend a little. And the highlight that corresponds to that is the little highlight over the lid, which helps describe that eye as being rounder and opener. And now powder. All right, next up, blush. Right at the apple of the cheek. And you do want to have it go up into that cheekbone. And you can see I'm doing more of a circular motion for this to really keep that nice round shape. Now, very lightly on the nose and across the brow, and a little on the chin. Gives that like very pinky rosy glow. Now, lips. You want to take a moment and describe your lips as slightly more heart-shaped than normal. So what I'll usually do is I'll line the lips with a little V at the little dip of your lip to kind of exaggerate that Cupid's bow. And I'll line just at the edge of that lip. And I'm not going to take it all the way out. I'm going to do slightly more bee-stung lip in order to make it look a little bit more something. And then again, at the underside of the lip, I'm going to take it just past that edge. So you can see how I'm redescribing my lip as a slightly more pouty shape. Now, instead of going with the natural lip color, I'm going to go to my Bruise palette and go for that red to fill in my lip. And now, in order to accentuate that shape, I'm going to do a little highlight and shadow again. So I'm going to take my highlight on the bottom lip and just and then I'm going to take a little bit, again, right out of my bruise wheel of that purpley red. I'm going to do a little bit in the top lip. And this increases the dimensionality of the lip. So your top lip is usually in shadow, it's angled down, and your bottom lip is usually in highlight because it's angled up. So, eyebrows. We really want to do a nice groomed eyebrow. So if you have really wild eyebrows, you want to tame them down a little, you can take a little of your foundation color and brush it right into the top of your eyebrow. And again, into the bottom of your eyebrow. You don't want to fill your eyebrow, you just want to kind of take down the density of it. And then with your eyebrow pencil, you're going to go in and really make those lines nice and crisp. So give your eyebrow a nice finish. And go ahead and fill that out. What blending that foundation into the top and bottom of your eyebrows does is it helps you to redefine in a very clean way where your eyebrows are. Now what I'm doing is I'm making my eyebrows again nice and round to accentuate the roundness of the eye cavity. Now eyes, if you want to do a little bit of eyeshadow, I'm gonna again from my bruise wheel take a little bit of that nice dark purple, nice dark reddy purple, and I'm going to take it from about the 3/4 point of my eye and I'm going to blend it out into the crease of my eye. So everything I'm doing is to make that look nice and round and open. Next, I'm going to take some eyeliner, the black this time. I'm going to run it from about 1/4 the way in to the outside, again making sure that the lines at the top and the bottom don't meet to keep that looking nice and open. All right, and now I'm gonna do my wig prep and put my wig on. All right, and now you have your she, her, hers makeup. So finally, clean up your workspace, wash your brushes, wash your face, and moisturize.